Yeah, we'll wait to see what happens with the Orlando Pirates tomorrow when they take on Chipper United. But tonight it's the other Soweto giant, 21Kaizer Chiefs, who will get this match underway, playing in their traditional home strip of gold and black. And they will attack the goal to the left-hand side of your screen during the course of the first 45 minutes. Magesi playing in their powder blue colours with a bit darker stripe down the front of it, will play from left to right during the first 45. A bit of rain was forecast for the duration of this encounter. We haven't really seen the rain starting to fall. It'll be a very clear indication once the fans start heading for cover, but that hasn't happened yet. There was a bit of a thunderstorm this afternoon. Look at the space available here to Mfundo Vilakazi, this 19 years old. I'm not quite sure whether he shouldn't have attacked the penalty area.
Yeah, early days, but a lot of space opening up just in front of that defence. Very early, it looks like Magesi will be deploying 5 defenders, 3 in the middle there. Hence we've seen that gap as we see Frostler gone down on the opposite end of the field.
It's interesting chatting to the vernacular commentators, and it's great to do a game in Gauteng where the vernacular commentators get an opportunity to go out to the venue. And Reggie was saying that since Owen de Gom has been around, and the recent success for Magesi FC is that they seem to have tightened up between defence and midfield. And I think Samuel Darpo had a lot to do with that. However, right in the beginning of the match, you saw that little space for Vilakazi, and there was a massive gap between the midfield and the defence.
Yeah, as we see what happened to Frostler there. Oh, it looks like just a coming together of legs there. So we're just catching the back of Frostler. Have a closer look.
Charlie with the tackle, a 30-year-old. He played at Jomo Cosmos, Cape Town All-Star, Sekhukhune United as well. Starts for the 8th time tonight for Magesi FC. He does Lechlo Naholo. And he's much more of an attacking player, so look out for him, Charlie, down that left-hand side. Motia Matima probably more defensive, Vandala on the right. Super Kokora box-to-box, but he's also quite a versatile and volatile player. A little bit of space available once again to Pule Mode. Hasn't scored a league goal this season, but has got 3 in cup competition. Brace against free agents. Scored against Chipper United as well in the Nedbank Cup, which incidentally gets underway this weekend again. Magesi FC won't be playing because they got knocked out by SuperSport United in the first round, but Kaizer Chiefs certainly will be. They travel down to play Stellenbosch FC, not down in the Winelands, because you know what's happened there previously with crowd incursions onto the pitch at Donny Craven, and certainly not at the DHL Stadium because I think there's rugby down there. So they'll be playing in Gqeberha at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium.
They've done quite a bit of travelling at Stellenbosch, especially with the competing on the continent.
An acceleration from Njabulo Blom, back from playing in the Major League Soccer competition for St. Louis City. Important role for him to play in Njabulo Blom tonight, along with Yusuf Mart. Mfundo Vilakazi playing a much more central role, probably Glody Lilepo. I'm very excited to see Glody Lilepo. I haven't seen him in the flesh. Yeah, we've seen him on telly, and he's made a massive start as the Congolese striker with 3 goals in 4 matches. And that's not a bad way to introduce yourself into a new league.
Yeah, brilliant start, especially at a team of this caliber. As we said, he's a very speedy character. Has a drop of the shoulder as well.
Free kick for Magesi FC. It'll be a patient start for them. Look forward to Delano Abrahams on the right-hand side. He's an extraordinarily adventurous right-sided fullback. Pressure coming from Gift Motupa. Second ball for Magesi FC. Here's Abrahams. More of a cautious approach. Tsepo Makhocha. Charlie almost playing cover in that midfield role as well, along with the Deni Badala. Offside against Magesi FC. Gift Matupa playing almost as a lone striker here for Magesi FC. And you know, it's rather unfortunate that Wandaboy Makubu, who's a regular goal scorer, and Chiramba Dare, who plays wide on the left-hand side, both missing. Well, Makubu for the rest of the season with injury, and Chiramba Dare has been missing forever. Modi, it's not a great ball because the players in front of him were running to the left and he delivered a straight pass to nobody in particular.
Yeah, not in the same wavelength there, but I like what you mentioned about Makubu. Solid player, very similar to Give Matupa. He can play with his back to goal. Tall character, gives them a point of reference, does Makubu. Fortunate that he cannot be part.
Bit of a space for Yusuf Mart, and we've seen his capabilities from even probably double that range on one occasion last season, or was it the season before?
Well, that on this very ground, that is, but more than capable Yusuf Mart. First touch to set it up, took another one, and seeing what he tried to do there, just unfortunately not testing Chipazeze at that time.
Quality player. Where's the captain's armband tonight? Does Yusuf Mart, a 26-year-old. Former Pirates man, went to Cape Umoya in the Western Cape, popped back up into Gauteng with Sekhukhune United, plum signing with Kaizer Chiefs, and wearing the captain's armband shows just how much they think about the former Cape Townian here at Amakosi. Well, Tima got a very important role to play in the place of Samuel Dopo tonight, controlling that midfield. And it's interesting to note that Leklanolo Mashali is also playing somewhat of a deep role. Nothing from the referee with a little shove on Given Mashikinya, who's recently signed from Baroka FC. Hasn't had much game time, only his fourth match of the season, third in the starting lineup.
Yeah, so what you just mentioned there, Mshali will slot in alongside Mashikinya, and it looks like when they are defending, Matima drops into the centre of midfield to make that three central defenders for Magesi. And very cautious, clear to see that they will be trying set plays and counter-attack to overcome this Kaizer Chiefs defence.
Makhoka drops that into a little bit of space, not the greatest first touches from Tsepakakora, and a foul on Edmilson Dove. That's Eddie Vandala, another one of the players that signed from Sekhukhune United.
Just trying to aid into the space there, but experienced Dove ushering it to safety.
Both sides settling down early already. We're only in the 8th minute. It's a delightful full ball over the top here. Kaizer Chiefs with some space. The clearance needed to be made in front of Ranga Chibabairo.
Yeah. Great movement there from Lillepo on the right-hand side. Chibabairo sharp enough to get in front of the defender. That is what he's going to give you, Lillepo.
Waiting for the return ball. I think he's got himself into good space here. Might settle for a corner, does. Only one previous meeting in the Betway Premiership between these two sides. They played to a 2-2 draw up in the Limpopo province in round 6 on the 30th of October. Okubu and Charambadare scoring for Magesi. Neither of those players available for the rest of the season, it seems, which is a big loss for Magesi FC, fighting relegation. Shabalala, who's on the bench tonight, scored a brace. Dove, first touch wasn't great, but he still gets away with it a bit. This is Modi. And just hasn't found his range. He's had a couple of little sniffs towards the penalty area. One of the ball at his feet, the other in an aerial situation. He's just not linked up yet. Former Durban-based player, or KwaZulu-Natal, with Utongati FC and the Montville Golden Arrows. Interesting that Mangoba Nglichi has gone back to, one could say, his home. I mean, Mangoba's always been has a lot of arrows in his blood, hasn't he? No matter where he's been as a coach, especially Mamelodi Sundowns, he's always had an affiliation with Bafana Bastende, and he's gone back there. And he's the first match in charge for him will be tomorrow when he hosts Mamelodi Sundowns. Isn't that going to be interesting?
Well, isn't that going to add a bit of spice there? But as you mentioned, he's back home.
Kule Modi, half good work done by him, Charlie. This is Yusuf Mart. player down for Magesi FC, and the referee Jelly Chivani allowed play to continue and then brings it back for the injury to Mqedi Vandala. Looks like he's just caught an elbow in the face. Seems to be an indication. Oh, it's a knee.
Oh, yeah, unfortunate, because he slipped. And Edmilson going for the ball, but catching him on the side of the head there.
Yeah, no intent there, and the conditions, of course, are slippery with the amount of rain we've had over the last few days. At times, pretty voluminous as well. You know, on Sunday evening, rain fell in massive volumes, and then thunderstorm as well on Monday night. Well, some family members
looking rather relaxed. Opening 10 minutes, I'm sure nerves will fluctuate.
Edmilson, not a bad ball. Not a great contact by Yusuf Martin. Nice defending from Makhocha.
When you're playing balls like that, Tucci Bavaro, you expect him to get it at the end of it, or make life uncomfortable for the defenders.
Good tussle for the ball. Mqedi Vandala holds it up rather nicely. So the flag go out from the referee. Nothing from Jelly Chivani. The assistant referee had his flag out in favour, by the look of things, to Kaizer Chiefs. Jelly Chivani continued. I'm sure the referees are able to chat to each other on their communication devices.
Yeah, excellent work here from Jabulovlom. Work ethic there, getting it under control and then just being hacked down from behind whilst protecting the ball.
Oh, 3 nibbly challenges on his ankles, and that's not too comfortable for Njabulo. Handled it rather well. Free kick to Amakosi. Ignacio Miguel, 29-year-old Angolan, played for Petro Luanda before signing with Amakosi. Fundo Vilakazi on the inside left channel, Modi as well, Yusuf Mart, Blom, trying to play those tight passes, but didn't quite work out on that occasion. Certainly didn't work out for Magesi either. Fans started to become just a little frustrated with Bruce Mavuma holding on to possession as long as he did. We're 13 minutes into the first half. Mavuma starting for the 12th time tonight. The 29-year-old has been with Kaizer Chiefs an awfully long time. He's a product of the junior ranks. Reef Frosler. Given him Simango, you'll remember him from TX Galaxy, but before that he was a product of Highlands Park. He sold his status to Highlands to TX Galaxy, and so Simango went in that direction. By Ignacio, Blom, Edmilson. Nice passing game here. Well, it was for that brief moment.
Kunda Vilakazi alongside Yusuf Marks has 2-8s. He'll be needed to assist and be rather close to Chivaviro.
Edmilson knocked away by Motsie Matima. Mostly played as a substitute this season. We get his 4th start tonight in his 11th match of the season. Oh, a little bit of a slip there from the defender, and that's provides Chivaviro with a bit of a chance. This is Modi. Nice recovery from Magesi. It's good work by Motsie Matima. Just dropped back from his midfield role. Modi, surely that's a foul. It's not. It almost looks like a scissor challenge from Motsie Matima. And even the throw-in's gone the way of Magesi. So referee Jelly Chivani is allowing the match to flow. He's allowing some physicality.
We'll expect that allowance to go both ways. But he has been close to the action. He played at the highest of intensities in the opening 15 minutes here between the two sides.
It's quite incredible that you have two sides in the top 8 of the Betway Premiership that have minus goal differences. AmaZulu have a -1 goal difference, but impressively, under Coach Zwane, they're in 5th place on the table. Kaizer Chiefs have a -3 goal difference in 8th position on the table, and even Chippa United have a positive goal difference in the bottom half of the table. Curious. At the top, Mamelodi Sundowns seem to be up and away and heading towards yet another domination of the Betway Premiership. 54 points, 18 points clear of Pirates, who have 4 matches in hand. And as we spoke in the match over the weekend with Pirates against Marumo, if they win all of their matches, and they have to win everything now, Orlando Pirates, if they win their 4 matches in hand, that's only 12 points. It takes them up to 48, so they'll still be 6 points clear. And then there's the clash between Mamelodi Sundowns and Pirates. If they win that, they're still 3 points behind and hoping for something to happen. And in all of that time then, Pirates will be hoping that there's a slip-up from Mamelodi Sundowns or successful teams playing against Mamelodi Sundowns. It's an intriguing situation. It seems to be a one-horse race at the moment. If you look at the log, 2 sides from Polokwane really doing well. Polokwane City and Sekhukhune United. Free kick here to Kaizer Chiefs, taking their time somewhat in getting the ball back into play. Yusuf Mart leaves it for Vilakazi. Seemed to be a little slip from Edmilson. No slip in the defense of Magesi.
Nice covering there from Blom as the big men went forward in Miguel as well as Msimango.
Ball given away too easily by Mashikinia. Mart wants to make something of it alongside of Reeve Fossler.
There's a lot of space here in midfield. Magesi is allowing.
Lilepo, certainly a man that can exploit that. Chivaviro now, Lilepo on his inside. Chivaviro with a drop of the shoulder. Carried away by Chipazeze. The first real opportunity to test his goal-scoring abilities tonight, Ranga.
Excellent work there from Chivaviro. Just using the movement of Lilepo to take away the attention of the defender there. Brilliant drop of the shoulder there. Knew exactly what he wanted to do. And forced the save out of Chipazeze. Brilliant work here from Ranga.
Yeah, needed a good save because it dropped a little wickedly in front of Chipazeze, but it covered the ground nicely with the 34-year-old Zimbabwean. Injured himself, maybe a little bit of a rotator cuff injury. He's shaking his hand as well, potentially being caught. Elvis Chipazeze, 19th appearance tonight.
Brilliant cup run there with, I think, at least 4 man of the match performances. Chipazeze all the way to lifting the cup.
Yeah, that was incredible, wasn't it? Absolutely stunning as far as that run was concerned. In every single match played in the Carling knockout that emanated in that 2-1 victory in Bloemfontein was played away from home.
Yeah, this move started by Lilepe, offered his assistance there, but you can see just a awkward angle with the save there. Brilliant shot once again there from Ranga.
Shake of the head from the captain of Magesi FC, still receiving medical attention. It does appear though that he's going to continue. Mbali Shabalala, the 30-year-old who used to play at Mangaung Unite in the Free State, is the reserve goalkeeper. He hasn't had a look in as far as playing this season so far. Such has been the domination of Elvis Chipazeze. You spoke about all his player of the match awards, and he's still not happy with that shoulder. Is Elvis singing the blues at the moment? We're going to have a change. Saw a change for Marumo in goal on the weekend against Orlando Pirates, and the reserve goalkeeper Mlamba, I thought, acquitted himself rather nicely. Looks as if running repairs have been done to Elvis Chipeseze, and the referee just having a chat to players in that penalty area. Giving Simango looking for a bit of space, and elbows all over the place. Keeper stays on his line, knocked away though rather nicely by Gift Motupa by the look of things. And now 1 against 1, 2 against 1, opportunity for Kakora. Oh, he just knocked it behind him, Magesi Vandala. Magesi had Kaizer Chiefs at their mercy.
A moment of hesitation there from Ed Wilson Dove. Almost cost Kaizer Chiefs there. But a little hesitancy in the attack from Magesi spared his blushes.
Game-changing moments.
Not happy. He knew that was an opportunity.
Absolutely. 400th match. We saw Gavin Hunt celebrating his 1000th match just recently, and at the start of his second 1000 matches, lost against Magesi FC, but Gavin Hunt is a legend of the South African game. Owen de Gama as well. And only 400 matches. I say only. Tell you what, you talk about 1000 matches in the top flight, but Gavin Hunt also had matches in the first division, the NFD. This is Magesi Vandala. Nice little turn as well from Gift Motupa. No way through. Nice to see Yusuf Mark dropping back into the centre of the defenders, and safety first in front of Modi by Tepo Makhocha. Yeah, I know. You know, you look at 1000 matches in charge of you know, a football team in the Premier League, and you say to yourself, okay, but how many training sessions, how much travel, how much away from home? You know, and he spoke in that program with Mazibuko in that interview, and saying, you know, the time that he spent away from his family in with Black Leopards.
Yeah. A lot of sacrifice there.
Yep. No doubt there's been a lot of sacrifice for Owen de Gama as well. You're not employed perpetually. There are times when there's little gaps in your CV. I suppose Gavin Hunt's experienced that as well. But he has won 4 league titles. Now, Vandala again. Certainly not a great pass. That little final ball has been lacking on both sides of the pitch so far. Dove a little bit hesitant. Pick up from Abrahams. Little chase on here for Chivavairo. And you never know when things can fall for you. And yeah, the defenders, in fact, Mzwandile Buthelezi not interested at all in chasing that ball from Elvis Chipeseze. Halfway through the first half already at Soccer City, FNB Stadium. Home of the World Cup in the FIFA World Cup in 2010. So many memories around South Africa, and so much legacy from that massive tournament. The first and only ever FIFA World Cup finals played on the African continent. One certainly hopes it's not the last. Forward by him, Charlie. John Makoni, knocked away by Msimango. Mart gets a little bit of physicality.
Yeah, just not quick enough there, the reaction from Chiefs. Lingering on the ball.
Yeah, the match really hasn't picked up. Both sides may be guilty of giving possession away, not taking the opportunities. The timing is not quite there at the moment. Haven't quite settled down into the sort of quality we were expecting.
We have to remember that two days ago, when we were in action, as we see Morty just being brought down there.
Yusuf Mart. Lilepo, there was a little shove on Vilakazi. Here is the teenager, past the back of Yusuf Mart, who had different ideas to what Vilakazi had. They're still in possession though. Ranga on the turn.
Closed down by a cluster of players. Still managed to get the shot away.
He's a surprisingly bigger fellow than what he looks on your TV screens, but he's fairly robust, knows his way around the football pitch. Played in the Limpopo province with Venda Football Club in Toyando, Marumo Gallants in Polokwane. 3 league goals this season so far for Chivavaro. Hasn't scored in a while. Scored against free agents in the Nedbank Cup, but before that, 1-0 against Sekhukhune United. The last home PSL victory, in fact, for Kaizer Chiefs, and that was all the way back on the 19th of January. So now we're heading up towards a month and a half. The last time the Kaizer Chiefs won a Betway Premiership match at home. Offside against this man, Lady Vandala.
You could see held in a nice high line there. Our Kaizer Chiefs. And as you mentioned, Kev, just so much space in the midfield. That's where the likes of Vilakazi would want to take advantage of that.
Zimongo all on his own because Reeve Frostler's popped up near the Magesi penalty area. Worked for him on the pitch, but suddenly he made a run on the right channel just in front of Lelepo. That unfortunate for Kaizer Chiefs, the ball didn't reach him. Chipazeze seemed to have recovered from that shoulder knock that he took a little bit earlier on. Kaizer Chiefs 0, Magesi 0. Don't forget their first meeting ended with 4 goals, equally shared. Edmilson nearly caught by Vandala. Some interesting personal battles going on in the middle of the park, and some physicality on Mode from Delano Abrahams, who will be blown by referee Chavani.
He's been very physical, not giving Pule Mori an opportunity to get on the ball. Staying nice and tight.
Ignacio drifts his way past Gift Motupa. Wayward by Ranga. They are trying different things though, Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, suddenly Yusuf Mart found himself wide on the left-hand side and Ranga had to come back and fetch him, but they only just over the halfway line, Amakosi. Charlie. Oh, his first touch wasn't great. Msimango in the right place at the right time. This is Njabulo Blom. And the fans suddenly baying for something positive that can happen, except turns back inside his own half. This is it, Milson. Pule Modi. And I'm sure that Yusuf Mart would have wanted him to make a run just like that, but it doesn't matter when it comes, because it might have come a little bit late, but eventually it does come. And Lelepo suddenly off the right-hand side had found himself more of a striker sort of role, but the ball never reached him from the left-hand side.
And once again, Abrams winning that battle there. Nice 1-2. Great space there, Mori. Just showing too much of the ball there. Just been shrugged off the ball rather easily, and a bit of a smirk there from Delano Abrams.
Fascinating. He played much more of an attacking role when he was at the University of Pretoria Tuks and even Hungry Lions when he played for the MFC side in Kimberley. Charlie gets away from Lelepo. This is Vandala. Mashikinia making a bit of a run in the area. It's not a bad ball, however. And just not enough of attack, I thought, from that left-hand side of the Magesi attack from John McConey. Could have put Frostler under a little bit more pressure. Ignacio Miguel. Nice interchange of passes again. Sepo Kakora. Good work done by Edmilson. Loves the direct route. Does the 27-year-old. Spoke about NB Lamasia. They have Caden Rademacher, the left winger, on the bench from the same club, and also here Sepo Kakora, who's had more game time this season. His 19th appearance of the season. He has played in just about every match for Magesi this season. Box-to-box player, fairly aggressive, certainly assertive. Edmilson's nicely ahead of Abrahams. Half an hour played in Johannesburg. No scores yet. Don't forget there's another match taking place. Marumo Gallants, fresh after their victory over Orlando Pirates, playing against Stellenbosch FC in Bloemfontein. 0-0, no goals tonight as yet.
Well, that was a great start from the new coach there, Wadu of Marumo Gallants.
Nice turn from Delano Abrahams and Milson, acrobatic.
Quite happy with his contribution there. Recovering from an ACL. Last switch, he picked up that against the Comore Islands, doing duty for his country there at Milson.
Yeah, it's a tough injury. You've got to be very, very patient and disciplined and go through all the physio and get that strength sorted out, not only from the resultant tweaks in the ligaments, but also the surrounding tissues and the quad muscles. He's obviously done well enough to find himself in the lineup in consecutive matches here as Dove, former Cape Town City player. This is good pressure from Magesi. They've been on the attack for a little while. They're in their first corner with over half an hour played. The referee picking up some naughty behavior, I think, between Chivavado and Gift Motupa. Smile on the face of Motupa suggests maybe he's being a little naughty. Vandala, fairly easy clearance from Kaizer Chiefs. Will be too strong for Teddy Vandala from Tepokokora.
I just get the feeling that Magesi's actually don't want to go forward. They're comfortable with sitting back.
Now it's going to be interesting to see how the tactics change during the second half. Substitutions so often can make the difference. Dove to Inacio. Kaizer Chiefs dominating possession. Just haven't been able to test Elvis Chipazeze. Having said that, though, Magesi haven't really forced a save out of Bruce Bavuma, who's had a quiet time of things.
Just had one opportunity there from Ranga.
Talking about Ranga, that's quite a strong challenge from Makhocha.
After a challenge like that, I'm not going to shake his hand.
Nope. Now the quality of ball through to Ranga hasn't quite been what is required so far, and quite often when you see Ranga, he's talking, you know, almost incessantly to the midfielders. He's not getting anything out of it though. Edmilson. Inacio points in the direction of Msimango. Both sides very, very patient on the ball. Ranga, nice control, gets past Makhocha this time. They'll dump into the back post. Vilakazi took too long. Modi maybe with the sniff, but that's good defending eventually from Zwandile Buthelezi and company. Now chance for Gift Motupa to turn it all around, but again Kaizer Chiefs had numbers around that Magesi penalty area. And again the final pass not quite of the quality anticipated.
A lot of blue shirts in the box, preventing that shot, but Vilakazi just delaying a little too long.
Lilepo with the dink. And not quite, I don't think, what Elvis Chipazeze was anticipating from Charlie.
Not for the first time this evening when pressure's applied onto Chipazeze, kicks it out for an out ball.
Deliberate handball for Lilepo, and if it is a deliberate handball, well, he fell on the ball, waiting for the, well, anticipating that referee Jelly Chibani was going to blow in his favour. He didn't. Maybe he should have, but if that's a deliberate handball, then that should be a yellow card, surely. Applause from Motsie Matima. 10 minutes to go before we have first half stoppage time at the FNB Stadium. Motupa the target. Freddy Vandala back to Motupa. It needed a decent clearance from Simango. Got it as well. Now the chance for Kaizer Chiefs to stretch their legs a little. This is Lilepo. Lifted behind a touch. Might have been a foul on him though, and the referee has come across to have a chat to Delano Abrahams. Over towards the touchline. It's quite a big lecture here from Jelly Chavani, and Owen de Garma is perplexed. It's Tepo Kokora. It's the way he plays his football. Tepo Kokora is a little on the physical side, and don't have the tally of yellow cards he's picked up this season, but surely, you know, there is a fair amount of them. Surprising with a drop ball, Magesi do have possession back. So just a lecture then to Tepo Kokora, who's busy tying up his boots, and that means that Magesi are down to 10 at the moment, but it will only be temporary, be sure of that. Yusuf Mart. It's a good header away by Makhocha. Vandala. Abrahams. Vandala. Balls out of play.
And Pulemori assisting nicely defensively there. Assisting his left back at Nilsendorf.
He's not tying up his boots yet, Tepo Kokora. He's back on the field of play, will be shortly. Whistle to the ground is Glody Lilepo.
Yeah, Matima, as well as Abrams, a little bit over-eager there. If you get a clever attacker, suck in that tackle, get into the box, you know it's going to come.
Lilepo exchanging ideas with Jelly Chavani.
Yeah, what more does he want?
There's no doubt about the foul.
No, what more does he want?
I think maybe the referee is saying to the Congolese winger come striker that you've already gotten away with it once, where you've anticipated my whistle and you've handled the ball. You nearly did it again, and I'm watching you on it. Watch out for the hands in the centre of that defensive structure, says the match referee. Delano Abrahams in there, as well as Charlie. Free kick here for Kaizer Chiefs. Vilakazi with the dummy. Oh, cheeky back heel. That was quite clever, but doesn't produce anything as far as success is concerned. But you've got to try these things, in Lilepo in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, interesting. You can see straight off the training field. Great improvisation here from Lilepo, and forced the save out of Chipuzeze.
Do like that sort of inventiveness. This time Modi can't keep the ball in play. So despite the domination from Kaizer Chiefs, they've had more corners, better possession as well. Chipuzeze certainly has been by far the busier of the two goalkeepers. No attempts at all, no creative efforts, no shots on target from Magesi FC. 4-2 for Kaizer Chiefs. Nil-nil on the score sheet. That almost looked like a handball from March. Nothing from referee Chavani. Ball given away here, though, to Vandala, claiming a foul off Modi. And the referee continues to allow the play to develop, even though a little niggly physicalities that creep into it occasionally. Fascinating. Vilakazi. Modi and Vilakazi now have apparently switched sides, because Lilepo's over on the left-hand side now.
And they'll go back to their positions. It looks like Lilepo will come from a central position just in behind Chivaviro. And Modi back to the left.
Easy from Simango. Won't be in any great hurry to get the ball into play either. 5 minutes and stoppage time away from half-time, and if I can say it, an unflattering first half for either side.
I agreed. Did mention Magesi not looking like they even want to get forward, more concentrating on getting numbers in behind the ball. We'll have to see if that's going to change in the second half, as you mentioned, Kev.
21Kaizer Chiefs would have to win by a 6-goal margin to go into 7th place tonight ahead of TX Galaxy. So win, draw or lose, Kaizer Chiefs look as if they might stay in 8th position. For Magesi, different story though, because if Magesi win tonight, they go to 20 points. Same as Supersports United and Lamontville Golden Arrows, but they'll be ahead of Marumo Gallants and push Richards Bay FC into the playoff position, with Royal AM at the bottom of the table at the moment, and not looking likely to play a game. They haven't played since the end of 2024 and have only played 11 times this season so far. So 19 matches still to play, Royal AM, if we ever see them again in the Betway Premiership. They have withdrawn from the Nedbank Cup. Milford FC was their opponent in that match, and Milford going through to play Sekhukhune United, and Sekhukhune winning by 2-1.
Magesi once again choosing to go long and play off the second ball. Tupu will be the target.
Curious.
We'll go to plan.
No. Quick by Edmilson. I think Lilepo was waiting for the first ball. It didn't happen. Simango. Blom. Both sides continue to be patient, and with the defensive work being done by Magesi, tough for Kaizer Chiefs to break down. Simango again. Only touches that Bruce Bavuma's really had during the first half. There was one corner that Magesi enjoyed, but it's been a quiet first half for Bruce. Dove, lovely little skip here from Pule Modi. Talking about pulling, there was almost a little pull of the jersey from Delano Abrahams before the clearance came from Zwandile Buthelezi. But Magesi really not pressurizing the Kaizer Chiefs penalty area. Dove, not a great pass. Charlie, there's enough of an opportunity here for Magesi FC. 3 against 3 momentarily. Just too many gold jerseys behind the ball. Modi slips the ball past him, Charlie. Jorge with a foul and a yellow card.
Yeah, they're piling up the yellows. Have to be more cautious as time ticks on. Great turn there from Modi. Had a look at setting free Lilepo.
Yeah, lovely first touch by Pule Modi. Got him into that position potentially. We hear that 2 minutes is going to be added on to the end of the first half, so potentially another 3 in total. Good defending by Buthelezi on Chivavairo. St. Frederick's nothing really to get excited about. Those fans probably a true reflection of the first half, really.
Yeah, and they managed to test the goalkeeper there, but as you say, not very effective here from both sides. Having said that,
Ignacio's clearance. Last touch was from Vandala. Modi looking to get on things very quickly indeed. This is Lilepo showing his pace. It's a lovely first touch from the Congolese striker. Lovely second one as well. He nearly gets the benefit of that rather wayward clearance.
Good work here down the left-hand flank from Lilepo. You can see the speed and the power, but nobody giving him options in the box.
Modi past Delano Abrahams. Great challenge, Machocha. Timing had to be perfect. We're in first half stoppage time at the FNB Stadium.
Excellent footwork there from Mori. He's looking up once again. Not enough options for Mori, and great recovery there from Mahocha.
So 2 minutes added on by referee Jelly Chavani. Just a 1 yellow card from him. Teva Mahocha picking up a yellow for a foul on Pule Modi. Nice drifting ball. Buthelezi clears nicely for Magesi FC. It must have been a touch from a Chiefs player. Goal kick.
Chivaviro getting his head to it. Try to steer it on target.
Trying to be as emphatic as possible is Chivaviro. Five goals this season, 3 in the Betway Premiership. He scored in 2 different cup competitions as well, including the Nedbank Cup. Calling knockout against SuperSport United as well in a 4-0 victory. Magesi trying to mount some sort of attack and use attack as far as Magesi is concerned in inverted commas, because hasn't really been that powerful. It's not kept in play, I don't think, by Martin. In fact, the assistant referee on the near side doesn't flag. Mr. Polani Hlatsoyo. Good work done by Yusuf Mart. Good work done here by Njabulo Blom as well on Mtledi Vandala. Some impatience from the coaching staff of Kaizer Chiefs.
Kazi made the earlier run. They're expecting a ball to be played through from Blom.
Last of the opportunities then as far as Kaizer Chiefs are concerned, and Kaizer Chiefs having the better of the numbers except on the scoreboard in this first half at Sucker City. Magesi fairly defensive, to be honest, and certainly Chipazeze the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. Opportunities, well, Lilepo that back heel. We saw Elvis Chipazeze pulling off another save, but other than that, hasn't really been that busy, the Zimbabwean goalkeeper. For Magesi, well, opportunities have been far and few between. I haven't seen Gift Matupu with any sort of quality touch. In fact, given Mashikinia behind him seems to have been a little more forceful during the first half for the Motsepe Foundation Championship champions. And Tipa Kokora continues his good work. Motia Matima has done a good job in the place of Samuel Dapo. He'll have to continue that during the second half. The Magesi are hoping to get anything out of this encounter. But at half-time at the FNB Stadium, it's anybody's game, really. Magesi looking to continue where they left off against SuperSport United. Well, half the job done, I suppose. Very little in the way of opportunity, and Chiefs and Magesi going to half-time level at 0-0. Welcome you back to the FNB Stadium in Johannesburg. Betway Premiership Round 21 action for you. No goals on the opening day of the final third of the Betway Premiership. Kaizer Chiefs and Magesi level at 0-0. Marumo Gallants holding Stellenbosch FC 0-0 in Bloemfontein as well. Is it going to change during the course of the second half? Stanton Fredericks joins me upstairs in commentary. Stanton, the sides want to get something out of this. Surely something has to change. Have you got any ideas, thoughts of Kaizer Chiefs bringing somebody off the bench that can be dynamic enough to change the course of this encounter?
Yeah, I do think that Chiefs can introduce somebody that can be a bit more effective centrally. Velakazi, an out-and-out winger, he's been made to play as a number 10, so hopefully we'll see some change in terms of personnel there. It looks like they are going to bring on make one or two changes there, Kaizer Chiefs. Magesi, they'll be happy with their defensive work going forward. We'll have to see if that's going to change.
Clearly outnumbered is the fan base of Magesi FC. Yeah, it does look as if Kaizer Chiefs are going to make some changes. Popcorn seems to be the offering at half-time for those fans. It's quite a unique smell, you know. You walking into a place, I'm not talking about movie theatres, but you walk into like even a hotel reception, like the hotel we stay in Mhlanga Rocks, and you can smell the popcorn all the way down to the elevators. Well, they'll be hoping for a change in fortunes. Mr. Nazruddin Nabi, the man in command, the man in charge of Amakosi. Goalless first half today. No goals against Mamelodi Sundowns, only one against SuperSport United. So in 225 minutes, they've only scored one goal, and that was Tsuli Lepo. So it does look as if Kaizer Chiefs are going to be ringing the changes. Talks about a triple substitution. Well, there's Chabalala. I saw Matlo in the background, and it almost looks like Dylan Solomons as well. He'll add a little bit of pace in the midfield, the 26-year-old. Last played at Morocco Swallow. So for me, the interesting part is who is going to be sacrificed. And I would go as far as to suggest the possibilities of even Pula Modi, maybe Mfundo Vilakazi.
Hopefully those are not the subs coming on.
Expending all their energy before the second half kicks off. I think the fourth official got a bit of a busy task at the moment, trying to get all the boards for the changes ready. Fourth official, Mr. Bongani Mateja. But it looks like he's got a little bit of assistance there, along with the match commissioner, and we should have the changes here for Kaizer Chiefs. So they are going to bring on, first up, it's going to be Mfundo Vilakazi, who's going to make way for Shabalala. I don't think that's any great surprise. And then Dylan Solomons has come on as well. And then Jabulo Blom has made way. For me, that's a little bit of a surprise. George Matlo will take his place. So Dylan Solomons, George Matlo, and Mduduzi Shabalala on for Kaizer Chiefs. The second half begins under the mentorship of Jelly Chavani. It'll be the blue of Magesi FC who will attack the goal to the left-hand side of your screen, and Kaizer Chiefs in the gold and black will play from left to right during the course of the second half of this one. Thanks for joining us on your World of Champions tonight. Betway Premiership action round 21. Kaizer Chiefs 0, Magesi 0. No changes made by Owen De Gama.
Just looking at the changes for Kaizer Chiefs there in the middle of the park, Yusuf Mart will drop into Blom's position as defensive midfielder, and then Shabalala will just play just in front of that defence. There has been a lot of space there to exploit, but Velakazi couldn't do that. And Matlo alongside him, trying to give it a different shape there. Three in midfield there with the 2 8s.
The right-hand side is open here for Dylan Solomons. Just a little bit more difficult with three opponents in front of you. Tsepo Kokora dropped back to assist with Zwandile Buthelezi as well. Are we going to see a much more purposeful and attacking Kaizer Chiefs in the second half? George McClure goes down. I thought it was a little softly at the time, but referee Jelly Chavani has blown for the foul.
Just a bit of a nudge there from behind on McClure.
Yeah, persistent from him, Charlie. It's all very well winning the midfield battle, but what Kaizer Chiefs want is the ball played with the right sort of touch towards Ranga Chivavairo and also Glody Lilepo. He's run the changes, has Nazruddin Nabi. Yusuf Martz. Couldn't quite pick it up there, Ignacio Miguel. The ball's gone out of play. Assistant referee watching well there, Polani Hlatswayo. That's at Milson. So Glody Lilepo continues on the right-hand side for Kaizer Chiefs. Aldous Chipizeze needed the flick on from Buthelezi and a little touch inside as well from John McConey. What a great touch from the Zimbabwean goalkeeper. Foul on Pule Modi. Now they do have a little bit of space here, Kaizer Chiefs. Pull back towards Ranga Chivavairo. The ball hasn't gone out of play. Ranga's a big man. Lilepo. Magesi closing down the angle in the nick of time.
And the ball just didn't want to sit down for Lilepo. Much better getting some space in behind the defence there. It was Shabalala that kept it in play. Brilliant touch by Ranga. Yeah, just not sitting down to get a shot on target there, Lilepo. Had Solomons as an option on the right-hand side. He applauds the service.
Absolutely, and you know, one cannot argue with 3 goals in 4 matches. Good pressure by George McClure, unfairly so at the last time of asking on Charlie. Tipa Mahocha. Delano Abrahams waiting for a bit more from him to see if he's going to play in a much more attacking role. Here's Gift Motupa. First save for Boomers had to make the whole match. Easy really, the defending made by Motsia Matima. And they get themselves in just a little bit of trouble momentarily. Motsia Matima bails Buthelezi out of a situation because that ball pretty nearly landed for Lilepo and for Ranga.
A great snapshot there from Motupa.
Down the other side, it's already evident the role that Mduduzi Shabalala is going to play in the second half. Player down from Magesi FC, could be Delano Abrahams, is Delano Abrahams.
Yeah, I think Abrams dishing out a lot of the tackles there on the receiving end this time. Not sure if there was a hand. That was coach is gesturing.
That would be judged as contact with the face, which it appears to be. It might even be a yellow card. Have a look at this.
Nice drop for the shoulder there. As he, nah.
Just a little backhanded flap, really, from Modi.
Yeah, no intent there. No intent.
Certainly not an elbow, as is suggested by Coach De Gama. It's a good start to the second half so far by Kaizer Chiefs. Only the 1 yellow card from referee Jelly Chavani so far. It was to Tipa Mahocha during the first half. Abraham's back on his feet. Corner for Chiefs. Too close to Chipizeze. McClure was in a good position. It didn't really look that he had his eyes particularly on the ball. This is a nice touch from John McConey, 25-year-old. I haven't seen the centre-back Lechla Naholo McConey for some time. It's a nice touch from Gift Motupa as well. Getting a little bit frustrated now. He's the 30-year-old.
Lasted 78 minutes the last time out.
Slowly but surely clawing his way back into the sort of fitness. There's the foul count. Quite dominated by Motsepe, by Magesi. Easy for Kaizer Chiefs. Yusuf Mart. Duduzi Shabalala, 21-year-old. Dylan Solomons, space in the middle for McClough, all three substitutes are getting a touch on the ball. Nicely away by John McConey for Magesi, and then Tepo Kakora. He's got himself into a little spot of bother, and Charlie trying to extricate himself from it. A benefit from a foul pull by referee Shavani.
Just a clip follow through from Solomons.
Kaizer Chiefs have to continue with the game plan. They have to continue to put the attacks together and try and test Elvis Chipezeze better than they did during the first half. The one thing they can't afford to do is to lose patience and start to lose each other and start to play as individuals, because that's just a losing cause right there.
And that'll play into the hands of Magesi.
Totally. Abrahams having recovered from that knock that he took, nicely watched in defence by Inacio. McClough turns away from 30 Vandala. So a couple of nice touches since he's come on as the 26-year-old former Swallows midfielder. If you want to continue momentum, you have to get the right touches put together, and it wasn't the case on that occasion by Dylan Solomons, and this is Tepo Kakora. Still Kakora. Side netting, well, back at the post more. He's claiming a corner, I think. He's the 27-year-old.
Let's see Solomon's chasing down Kakora. Let's see who got the final touch. Nothing from Solomons.
Nope.
Hopeful from Kakora.
Nice little touch from Pule Modi. Lots of space available on the right-hand side if he looks up here towards Glody Lilepo. And that touch is not going to assist Kaizer Chiefs in any way whatsoever. That's frustrating for the coaches. Kakora. Charlie. Vandala playing on that right-hand side in front of Talana Abrahams. It's a nice combination for Magesi FC. Still plenty of football to be played by these two sides before the end of the season, which will end in the latter stages of May this year. So still about 2.5 months of football remaining. Magesi FC will next be in action only on the 11th of this month in a week's time, but Kaizer Chiefs over the weekend will take on Stellenbosch FC in Taberga.
Clipping up the hills is Vandala.
Yeah, that's been an interesting battle between Ed Milson and given, beg your pardon, Lilepo. Haven't seen the best of him, but yeah, it's one of those players, like we saw from that little cheeky back heel from a free kick from Kaizer Chiefs just before half-time, and the potential of the Congolese striker come winger. Fans started to become a little impatient as well. 11 minutes into the second half. Scoreboard remains blank. Oh, that's a lovely little ball as well. Dylan Solomons. Scrambled away by Motsie Matima. Danger's not over yet. Edmilson. Shabalala. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Lilepo. There was a deflection from Buthelezi. Nothing to bother Chipezeze though. On another day, that wickedly sends the keeper the wrong way. Didn't this time. I'll tell you what, Runga's had a quiet second half so far.
They're looking for some action.
Fans behind the goal of Elvis Chipizeze seem to be in good voices. A nice sprinkling of Kaizer Chiefs supporters, not anywhere near even medium capacity here at the FNB Stadium. Another player down for Magesi FC, and while the fans of Kaizer Chiefs are still upbeat about the prospects, there's a problem for Gift Matupa. I love downs. Well, nobody would be surprised by that at this stage of the season. 54 points, goal difference of 36, and no, there's not one other side that's even scored 36 goals, let alone have a goal difference of 36. They've only conceded 11 goals the entire season. They have Mamelodi Sundowns. The closest to them is Orlando Pirates with 13, and then Polokwane City with 1 more, Stellenbosch FC with 15, Chippa United with 16, Richards Bay FC with 17, although they've only scored 10. Don't forget Royal AM, they've only conceded 14, but they've only played 11 times. Playback underway at FNB Stadium. Still no break in the deadlock. Double change waiting for Magesi FC. We want to bring on the veteran Rulani Manzini and the dynamic midfielder, former Maritzburg United and Bizana Tondo Chiefs midfielder Dylan Mekwa, who really is a quality player. Maybe that's the sort of quality that they need in the midfield. To Magesi. In the meantime, Zwantile Buthelezi. Away by Chipizeze. John McConey. Easy for Solomons.
So Kaizer Chiefs totally dominant here, but not creating enough clear-cut chances. Trying to unlock that stubborn defense of Magesi.
I'm sure Magesi will welcome the week's break before they take on Richards Bay FC next Tuesday, back at home in Polokwane. Now, substitution time here. It's going to be Gift Matupa, who is going to make way for Rulani Manzini, who turns 37 in 2 days' time. Dylan Mekwa will come on for Given Mashikinya. So, some fresh creativity for Dylan Mekwa.
He's run his race there, Matupa. Lack of supply, left to chase down the ball. And that man in your picture, Makoa, he has a goal in him.
Taking his time a little bit here is Given Mashikinya, that he's played his part. Fresh legs, new ideas. Are we going to see a more attacking Magesi FC team? Because we're heading up towards an hour of football. In fact, we've just reached the hour of football at FNB Stadium. No goals for either side, half an hour remaining. Nsumango. Little run from Shabalala into the penalty area, but nothing given there. Mart reacts quickly, but it's given the ball away. First touch for Rulani. Watch out for free kicks. If Magesi FC get a free kick anywhere within 30 yards of the goal, let's watch Lilepo in the meantime. And I'm not sure whether he shouldn't have just drilled it with the left boot.
Yeah, should have taken a shot on target there. We've tried at least.
Shabalala continues. Lilepo looking for Ranga. Knocked away by Kakora.
I just get the feeling that Ranga not offering himself up enough in that box.
Agree with you. Nice little run there as well from Dylan Solomons, who's been quite impressive. Lilepo goes down. Referee turns away. Tipo Kakora. Had to be wide awake in defence, given him Simango. We are going to have the continuation of the Nedbank Cup over the weekend, the first of the quarterfinals, and continuing through Saturday with 3 matches, and on Sunday, Motsepe Foundation Championship leaders, Durban City against Marumo Gallants down at Chatsworth. It's going to be an interesting one. The only representative from the lower leagues remaining in the final 8. Oops. Little dink not quite working for him, Charlie. No, it's Delano, sorry. He can do better than that. He knows he can do better than that. He has scored 2 goals. One of them, the winning goals against Mamelodi Sundowns in the cup final.
I'll never forget that one.
Nope. With absolute goal, that. But he hasn't scored since then. Incredible, the 2 goals that he scored. One against Pirates, one against Sundowns. Absolutely worth goal. One in the first round, one in the final. Both away from home. Delano Abrahams. Don't ever underestimate his contribution. Yusuf Bond having to work a little harder in midfield. Rangachiva not able to quite hold on to it there. Neither can Lilepo pick up the pieces ahead of the clearance from Buthelezi. Dylan Mekwa claiming a foul. Here's a free kick to Magesi FC. Mekwa not happy.
Gives Yusuf Marte. Clapping up the heels. Oh, that looked a bit nasty.
I think Yusuf Marte is a little fortunate that he was on his back foot and just stretched out the boot. If he'd been on his front foot and planted the entire weight on that ankle, I think he might have been in serious trouble. He's not. John McConey with a knockdown. Rulani Manzini again. He's got a powerful shot on him as the 37-year-old. Well, 36 and 363 days. Good ball, Lilepo. Suddenly spaces open up for Kaizer Chiefs. Rangachiva Vairo is the target. Return ball to the Congolese attacker. It's not a bad ball either. Shabalala. Chivavairo! Just enough interference from the Magesi defence, and Bob Stake can't believe his eyes.
Done well to create space for himself, did Chivavairo. Quick thinking there from Lilepo. Excellent work from Shabalala. Tried to negotiate his feet there, Chivavairo. Not enough to get a shot, clear shot there, but so close, just couldn't get it on target. And you can see Bobby expressing his dismay.
Quite interesting, the different reactions from Kaizer Jr. and Bobby. One animated, the other stoic. Lilepo. Not a great ball inside towards Dylan Solomons. In the meantime, Kaizer Chiefs have made a change. You know, Yusuf Mart has made way for Nkosingupile Ngobo, 25-year-old junior. Hasn't had much game time, only his 5th appearance of the season, and 4 of those 5 have come from the bench as Buthelezi throws himself into the defensive once again. Nkosingupile Ngobo. Very little game time today, but come with the hour, come with the man, and got important boots to fill here. Yusuf Mart is a good player. Free kick here to Kaizer Chiefs with Duduzi Shabalala. So many gold and black jerseys in and around that penalty area. Not the touch they were looking for. And sometimes There can be too many players in that area. Captain's armband has changed to Ignacio Miguel. Seems to have picked up the skipper's responsibilities in the absence of Mart. Heading up towards the halfway mark in the second half, and 75% of the, beg your pardon, 67% of the match then elapsed. No, it is 75%, I do beg your pardon. That's not my strong point. Here's Delano Abrahams.
That's why I left it to you, Kev.
Dove shows too much of the ball here, and opportunity for Ronnie Manzini. Kaizer Chiefs about to bring on Ashley Dupree.
I think his speed will trouble that defence. Different form of attack.
So Dupree will come on for Ranga. Now they need that speed, and I wonder if Dupree won't play just a little wide on an inside channel and allow Claudio Lepo to take the full responsibilities as the front man. What are the ideas from Nazruddin Nabi? Terry Vandala. So change time for Kaizer Chiefs. Now Benny McCarthy, if you didn't know, has been appointed the national team coach of Kenya. Know as well, the gentleman who is sometimes assistant coach at Richards Bay FC went and assisted Ernst Middendorp at Cape Town Spurs, Manusakis.
Vasily Manusakis as well as Millett Josephs, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone to assist Benny McCarthy with the Kenyan national team, so congratulations to those three, and all the best. Got an international window coming up in a couple of weeks.
The first test for McCarthy.
I'm sure we would have had a look at the players on offer for Kenya. Magesi unable to hold on to the ball in midfield. Yazli Lepo. Unselfish again, it doesn't matter. His players are arriving. Was it Ngobo? It doesn't matter to the Kaizer Chiefs. Faithful. Could have been Ashley Dupree's first touch, you know.
Talk about impact off the bench. He laid the ball into the path of Lilepo. Lilepo forayed down the wing and pulled it back for Dupree. What a substitute. Stroke of genius as they celebrate.
Suddenly there's a change in body language around the stadium, up in amongst the dignitaries. Jessica, Junior and Bobby. Third goal of the season for Ashley Dupree. Fourth in total because he scored in a cup competition as well.
A brilliant ball played into the space of Lilepo. Excellent cutback. It was Shabalala that started the move. Dupree that played the ball into space, and it was Dupree that finished off the move. A strike with aplomb. With his left foot, that is, the pass with the right, the finish with the left, sees Kaizer Chiefs take the lead.
You know, it's such a lovely touch from Lilepo, because the direction, the pullback was perfect in front of Dupree on rushing, and the finish from Dupree quite clinical. Great to see him back on the scoreboard. Dupree hasn't scored since the Royal AM match, when Royal AM was still playing football on the 30th of November. Chiefs lead by a goal to nil. 20 minutes remaining and stoppage time.
Magesi's going to have to change it up. They're going to have to go and search for an equalizer and open up a bit. Not too sure if the five-man defence will assist in that regard.
Dupree's first goal came against Supersport United in that Carling knockout first round. Lost by 4 goals to nil. Serino, Mart, Chipavado and Dupree scored with Duba against Richards Bay FC. Scored in the very next match against Royal AM, and it's been that long. 30th of November up to now. 3 months and 4 days. Nearly 100 days without scoring. Dupree comes on as a sub. First touch, bam. Chiefs in front. Kaizer Chiefs consolidating their 8th position on the table. They'll climb level with TX Galaxy, but still with a minus goal difference, -2 to the moment. Magesi on -14, same as Marumo Gallants, one better than Cape Town City. Joint worst defence in the Betway Premiership. But don't forget that Marumo had that 8-1 drubbing on Christmas Eve against Orlando Pirates just down the road at the Orlando Stadium. But Magesi consistently conceding hatfuls of goals. They did win last time against Supersport United, and as you said, 3 wins in 5 games is nothing to be sneezed at from a side fighting relegation. Leslie Lepo, this is where the danger came on the previous occasion. McClough through the middle, needed some defending, got the defending as well from Motsie Matima.
Excellent defending there from Matima.
Finally, the changes have made the difference.
The excellent hold-up play from Dupree. McClough making a late surge into the box as he makes contact with Matima. Nice vision, nice weighted pass, searching for McClough.
Yeah, it's one thing scoring goals, it's another, supplying the assists. And Aleppo is proving to be a very nice all-around player. And he hasn't been in the Betway Premiership for that long either, as the man from the Congo. Very impressive indeed. Played at Al Hilal in Sudan before moving further down the continent. Motsie Matima back on his feet. Yeah, if Magesi wants anything out of this encounter, it's up to them to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Looks like there is a little bit of, what did Carol call it? Precipitation around the FNB Stadium.
Well, it has to be said, the changes made at halftime has certainly impacted his performance from Kaizer Chiefs in the second half. The introduction of Shabalala as well as McClough just occupied that spaces just in front and committed defenders from Magesi. The ultimate change there, Dupree coming on. Chivaro.
I wonder if that gentleman's a good listener. Some people are good talkers and others are good listeners. And he says people talk too much. I don't know if that dude's maybe a listener.
Listening is a skill.
It is a skill. Yeah, I myself was told a number of years ago, 2 ears, 1 mouth, Rocky. Should listen twice as much as you talk, but it's difficult in this game.
Well, you get paid to talk, mate.
John McConey, Magesi trying to apply something that's been a little devoid of in this match from the side in blue, and that's all-out attack. And that's not going to help matters either. Motsie Matima. That's the sort of ball they're going to have to play. Good old route one. Nice control by Nobo. Second ball to Lilepo. A little bit of physicality from the man from the Congo, and then gets knocked over by Kakora. Lilepo is taking a bit of a knock here.
Yeah, and he needs to be careful there, falling in and holding on to the ball.
Yeah, he's been guilty of that a couple of times. He's holding on to his right leg, and the reason for that, I think there was a little tickle on his
no, I think there was
right,
a clear
Achilles
bump
tendon.
there.
Yeah. Well, one assist. I tell you what, I think that ball in towards George McClough could have been a second if McClough got a touch on it, but the assist clearly was for Dupree and the goal that Kaizer Chiefs scored on the 70th minute.
Panyaza Lesufi in the house.
Yeah, Yeah, the Premier, certainly Premier Gauteng's former MEC of Education certainly loves his football. Bit of a miscue from Kaizer Chiefs, but no damage done. More ball. This will go down well for Kaizer Chiefs. The 3 points and the goals that they've scored as well. Still got a minus goal difference. It looks like a handball from Magesi. Abrahams. Back to winning ways after successive losses against sides from the capital. Sport. And that was a home match for Amakosi, and then away against Mamelodi Sundowns in a much improved performance. And tonight, maybe the work in progress continues. We'll see what happens against Stellenbosch FC in Gqeberha come Saturday. But before that, the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium will host Orlando Pirates playing against Chipper United. That's tomorrow night at Live on Your World of Champions. Magesi looking to bring on Caden Rademeyer, the former NB La Masia winger. See if he can drive a bit more energy into that Kaizer Chiefs penalty area. There is Caden Rademeyer. 11 times he's played this season, 6 in the starting lineup. He'll match that with 6 off the bench for his side in the Betway Premiership. He's 25 years old, Caden Rademeyer. I think he's shown some pretty good skill. Maybe not quite consistent enough, but yeah, he's getting game time. This is Zwandile Buthelezi. Menzini, wide by Mqedi Vandala. Delano Abrahams, turned away by Modi. Still 12 minutes and stoppage time remaining in this one. Space for John Makoni. It's a really nice first touch from Makoni. Tepa Kakora. No pickup from Menzini. And yeah, just a little bit of a dummy there from Nkosingipile Ngobo, maybe getting the better of the veteran, Rulani.
I guess he go into the crowded area there, trying to go in the middle of that defense. She'll want to just calm things down, retain possession.
Aleppo's done rather nicely, although he did concede possession. Tipakakora, John Makoni. Edmilson will chase ahead of Vandala. Behind Vandala, and he's done nicely initially. Abrahams going in the wrong direction. Dylan Mekwa. Buthelezi. Oops. So Magesi making the change then. It's going to be Tepa Kakora who's going to make way for Caden Rademeyer. And they'll just shuffle the midfield around because Kakora was more centrally positioned, box to box, and Rademeyer is very much left-footed. Man down for Kaizer Chiefs in the meantime. He's looking to see, well, it's not Yusuf Mart, he's not on the pitch anymore. Is that Dove? Looks like Edmilson might be in a spot of bother as far as his well-being is concerned, but
yeah,
Kaizer Chiefs have made all their changes.
I'm not sure if it's out of cramp.
So he's settling into his best performances. Dove, it's only his second appearance since that long injury, and he certainly wouldn't want to aggravate it. Some Edmilson lookalikes.
Referring to the hairstyles, yeah.
Yebo. Jelly Giovanni. Still only one yellow card he's shown tonight. Looks like a yellow card to somebody on the bench. Oh, not just one. A couple of the coaching contingent for Amakosi getting into trouble with Jelly Giovanni. Maybe he does understand French. Nice ball from Shabalala. Gets past him. Swantili Buthelezi. Nice play by Delano Abrahams, but equally so from Tepa Makgocha. Very nicely organised defensively, Magesi FC. Solomons. Abrahams. Frustrated that Mkheli Vandala wasn't able to pick up his rather strong header. Still 8 minutes and stoppage time to play in Johannesburg. Soccer City thrust into the international limelight. That's a foul on Shabalala. Frustration for Buthelezi. But FNB Stadium thrust into the limelight in June and July of 2010. And that Shabalala strike in the opening match, which really set the scene alight. Matima has played nicely for Magesi tonight. He's had an interesting role. So he's played in the pocket, but he's pushed himself in between the two centre-backs, Makgocha and Buthelezi, with great effect so far. A little bit physical on the occasion, but hey, that's the way that Dapo would have played anyway. Shabalala again. Nice control. First up, Dupree with a touch. Lilepo waiting. Are they going to go the direct route? The answer's no. Lilepo just looks up and the ball escapes from him momentarily. Solomon's into Matlow. Mobo. Away by Inacio. Now it's Edmilson. Nice flow of the ball at the moment from Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, nice width, retaining possession there.
Lilepo. Not quite the direct route that maybe he's looking for, but this is a great second ball for the man from the Congo. Short back lift from him. Now there's a short back lift from Solomons. Neither have any effect on the goal of Chipezeze.
Try to go for the dip. Solomons.
I can tell you that Stellenbosch FC lead against Marumo Gallants in Bloemfontein. Any guesses to who scored?
Dupree.
Titus?
Again. He's in the prelims. Bafana squad there, Devon Titus.
Yeah, he's having a good season, isn't he? Shabalala. Mobo pirouettes himself away from Dylan Mekwa. Edmilson. They've had two creative efforts and only one on target. So Kaizer Chiefs have created 9 opportunities, 3 of them on target. One the goal from Dupree, created by Lilepo. Dupree actually created it himself, the touch wide to Lilepo and then followed through. Nice assist from the Congolese attacker. Abrahams does well.
Has had a good game there, kept Tulemori at bay defensively.
Less than 5 minutes remaining in regulation time at the FNB Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs lead by a goal to nil. 33rd goal in all competitions. 22nd goal in the Betway Premiership, minus 2 goal difference, but 28 points now. All the rest of the teams, except for Polokwane City and Royal AM, playing this weekend. Beg your pardon, this midweek. Because we have the Nedbank Cup quarterfinals over the weekend. Kaizer Chiefs will be away to Stellenbosch FC. Bit of ground stolen on the near side by Dylan Solomons. No damage done. Nice little touch in there from Caden Rademacher, who hasn't had much of the ball since coming on, but then Kaizer Chiefs have just been consolidating their agenda and utilising the pressure over the halfway line, I think, to good effect. Whether they'll be happy with one goal, it's all it takes in the game of football to win a match. Away by Solomons. John McConey, such a solid player on the left-hand side of defence. Didn't get the flick on he was looking for. Might get a return ball though. Solomons doesn't. Good ball played in by Rademacher. Scramble for Delano Abrahams off Modi. This will be a little bit anxious for Kaizer Chiefs.
This is when the leaders need to step up, the likes of Miguel. Lead his charges. As you can see him barking instructions.
It's a good header away, but everybody's behind the ball at the moment. Charlie, Motie Matima. Still looking for that one decisive ball here, Magesi. They're not going to get it that way either. Now there's a real opportunity for Lilepo. Keeper's come out and committed himself. There's still an opportunity. And that is woeful from Dupree.
In two minds there. Lilepo put on the afterburners there. Goalkeeper came rushing out Chipazeze there. Had enough time, a bit of a slip there from Dupree. Chipazeze putting him off. And he had Modi as an option.
Almost looked suicidal from the point of when he came out of his penalty area here. No hands on the ball. It seemed to just scud off the left leg of the Zimbabwean goalkeeper. So suddenly there's going to be an attacking change for Magesi FC, who are going to bring on Bafetile Baloy in the place of Tepo Kakora. Baloy, an attacking midfielder kind of player now. Chipazeze claiming injury again. 1 minute in stoppage time remaining at Soccer City.
I got to be honest, Chipazeze never really looked comfortable all evening. He's complaining of the shoulder.
The old here, management of Kaizer Chiefs. Arguably the most supported club in the country. Or is it even an argument? Nope. Seconds away from second half stoppage time at FNB. Elvis Chipazeze seems to be okay. Owen De Gama asking him if he's fit to continue. Well, if you are, let's get on with it. In the meantime, Bafetile Baloy waiting to still come on. Eventually he will come on for only man to have picked up a yellow card in the match. Chepo Kakora. Good match alongside of Buthelezi, and I was loving the assistance from Motie Matima in the holding midfield for Magesi. So 3 minutes that is added on by Jelly Chivani's now become 4. In the meantime, opportunity for Menzini. Just falling over as he hits it. Early birthday present beckoning for the Magesi striker. You want Barcelona? Gosh.
Yeah. I think let's save that one for now.
Nothing wrong with ambition. 3 minutes remaining at FNB Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs looking for victory over Magesi FC. Don't forget they play to a 2-2 draw, these two sides, in round 6 on the 30th of October. Just one goal tonight. Ashley Dupria back scoring goals for the black and gold. So Kaizer Chiefs against Stellenbosch FC this Saturday down in Gqeberha. Magesi FC will wait until Tuesday next week for the arrival of Richards Bay FC, and that's going to be a hectic one because Magesi FC and Richards Bay FC are separated by only 1 point. Yes, there might be a good bit of goal difference in there, but that's a 6-pointer at this stage of the season. In the meantime, he has a second goal in the backing. No, and it comes off Moti Matima and goes behind for a corner. That's unlucky for Pule Modi. He still doesn't have his first league goal of the season. Should have had.
Chippers are not happy with the defense there.
Nope.
They open up like the Red Sea. Modi gave himself an angle. Unfortunately, just couldn't creep in.
Don't forget Richards Bay FC are at home to Sekakuni United tomorrow. Just above the relegation zone. Magesi just behind the relegation zone. So that match on next Tuesday is going to be an absolute ripper of a 6-pointer. And it's a home match for Magesi as well. So interesting one. But yeah, 90 seconds for Kaizer Chiefs to hold out for a victory. And in total, their 11th victory of the season in the Betway Premiership, their 8th in 20 matches. 4 draws, 8 losses, minus 2 goal difference, 28 points. Lots of work still to be done. Having said that, though, only 3 points with the victory tonight behind Sekakuni United and Polokwane City in 3rd and 4th place on the table. So that's how tight it is.
Very tight.
In the top 8. Good hustling there from Charlie. No way through for Vantala. Good work done by Ngobo. An opportunity for Shabalala. Free kick, Kaizer Chiefs. Smile on the substitute's face.
Intelligently just getting his body in front of the defender. Yes, come on, he's provided a bit of a spark in midfield here, Shabalala.
Yep. Yeah, good introductees, left and right by coach Nazruddin Nabi. Inside by Lilepo. This is Shabalala. Pule Modi, Edmilson. Time is up at FNB Stadium. The referee checks his timepiece, and that is it as far as this encounter is concerned. 2-2 in round 6. Kaizer Chiefs are the only goal tonight. And your thoughts, Stanton Fredericks?
They made to work hard there, Kaizer Chiefs. A low block from Magesi in the first half. Very frustrated indeed after the first half, but a few changes from coach Nazruddin Nadi coming in there. Introduction of Shabalala and Matlo really started to dominate the midfield, and then that man Ashley Dupree stepped in the field, supplying Lilepo down the wing, and received it back with a brilliant finish there. And Kaizer Chiefs, a dominant display, a deserved 3 points. And Magesi failed to get back-to-back victories and were made to work hard, but Kaizer Chiefs at the end of the day take the 3 points.
Now Magesi with only 4 victories, it's their 12th loss of the season, throw in 5 draws as well in 21 appearances, and the pressure starting to increase on the Ultepe Foundation Championship champions from last season. And I think the fans finally have got something to celebrate from a Kaizer Chiefs point of view. They came in with a lot of anticipation of a good result against Magesi. Might not have been totally dominant, but 3 points are 3 points. To the point that one of the fans wants Kaizer Chiefs up against Barcelona next. That's not going to happen. Stellenbosch FC is the target, and that's on Saturday. So bags packed for Gqeberha over the next couple of days. Been a pleasant evening. The rain didn't come that was forecast. Neither did the rain of goals that Kaizer Chiefs were so looking for in order to try and rectify a minus goal difference. But they've gone in the right direction as far as trying to rectify that. But Kaizer Chiefs dominant in all sectors of the match. Dupree came up with a goal in the 69th minute with an assist from Lilepo. It was all that was necessary for Kaizer Chiefs to win this one tonight by a 1-0.